guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jazzy, and if you're a returning viewer, thanks for tuning in for today's video. In this video, I'll be sharing with you guys how I braid my hair with long nails. Now before I go ahead and jump right into the video, make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Now it's no secret I love myself long coffin shaped nails, but I don't let them stop me from doing my hair. I braid my hair every other week the further along I get in my stretch, and as you guys know, I'm currently 24 weeks post relaxer. To braid my hair, I like to use a rat tail comb, a hair scrunchie, oil, and rubber bands, which are totally optional. The first step is to part your hair from edges to the nape. I like to use the rat tail comb to help me make sure my part is nice and neat. Once I've parted my hair, I then put the rest up using my hair scrunchie. Before I go in to braid my hair, I make sure to oil the part, and today I'll be using the Shea Moisture 100% coconut oil, which I picked up off of Pharma Packs for $2, which is amazing. To begin the braiding process, I first start off by sectioning off my baby hair, and then I divide that into 3 subsections. Now I know it can be challenging to braid your edges, let alone with nails, but I find if you're holding the hair in between your fingers opposed to your nails, it helps keep a tight grip on the baby hair. In my right hand, I'm holding 2 subsections, and in the left hand, I'm holding 1. Taking my left hand, I go under the 2 middle pieces my right hand is holding, and I take the furthest piece of hair my right hand is holding, and I go underneath the middle piece of hair in my right hand and over the piece from my left hand, making sure the hair is in between my fingers and not my nails, while also picking up hair as I go. I like to pull my hair twice to make sure I don't miss any loose strands. I know it can be challenging braiding with nails, but it also takes time to master how to braid your own hair with nails, and not being able to see as you go can be super duper difficult, but I like to use my nails to guide me to make sure I pick up the right amount of hair. I find watching YouTube videos or listening to music while I braid my hair helps speed the process up. When I get to the nape, I like to switch the position of my arms, which causes a difference in your braid pattern. I typically braid underhanded, but when I switch, the pattern also changes, which is why my braids look flipped so far down, and this can also cause your braids to come down quicker without rubber bands. When you get to the ends, it's very important to use your finger beds to braid and your nails to guide you. Trying to braid with nails will cause the whole braid to come undone. Because my hair is not all one length at the ends, so it's a lot finer. I personally don't like to use rubber bands on my hair, but if you do, the rubber band will allow your hair to stay braided and your braids won't unravel. Typically, by the time I'm finished braiding my hair, I will have to go back and redo a few braids, but I like doing that because it gives me a reason to seal my ends. Moving on to the next braid, I try to make them all the same size, but sometimes it doesn't work like that. Once I have my hair parted, I follow up and oil my scalp. Because I have these long nails, I actually like to use my knuckles to remove product out the jar. Again, sectioning off my baby hair, I separate that into 3 subsections. If you try to braid your hair when you need a fill or your nails are lifting, be prepared to have some of your strands go underneath the nail. I continue to braid the hair, making sure I'm using my finger beds to grip the hair and my nails to help guide me, making sure my braids are flat and secure. I have a sensitive scalp, which is why my face and scalp is getting red, but I'm very light-handed. It's so important to try your hardest to grab your edges. You want to make sure you try your hardest to grab your edges if you plan on using the braids for your protective hairstyles like wigs, because you want all of your hair off of your hairline to eliminate stress or breakage. Moving on to the third braid, it's very repetitive. You start off by parting your hair. Then you oil your scalp. You section off your baby hair, divide that off into 3 sections. I tend to bend the fingers I'm not using while braiding my hair. I like to use my thumb and index fingers on both hands, so when I'm braiding the hair, typically my middle finger and my ring finger knuckles are bent so those nails don't get in the way, making it easier for me to keep my part neat. Parting my hair is a struggle because I can't look down over myself to make sure that they're even, so I just use my hands to help guide me from the previous braid. When I get to the 4th braid, typically this is the more difficult braid for me because this is where my crown is. So I like to make sure I'm securing every stitch because I don't want this braid to be bulky, even though this is where most of the thickest hair is. It doesn't bother me that my braids are a bit uneven because I'll be throwing a wig cap on top of them and oiling my scalp in between wig installations. When I get closer to being finished, I really have to be mindful when I'm getting closer to the end of the braid, as I can sometimes get braids I've previously done mixed in, which will cause the braid to come undone. And I know you guys are probably thinking, why not just use a rubber band? But honestly, they break my hair because I have very fine hair, no matter how much oil I soak them in. So I just choose to not use them all in general. As you guys can see, using my fingers to hold the hair and my nails to guide me on where I'm going, making sure I grab all the hair so I won't have any loose strands. This is the finished result. I love braiding my own hair, but I wish my parts come out straighter every single time, but I love how neat my braids are. It's so important to have neat braids over straight parts because you want your hair to go in the same direction, so when your hair grows out, it'll be uniform and you won't lose as many strands because they're tangled up. Alright you guys, so that pretty much wraps up this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my explanation on how I braid my hair with long nails. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and I'll catch you guys in my next one.